Walmart, you can't hide.
We can see your greedy side.
Walmart, you can't hide.
We can see your greedy side.
Walmart, you can't hide.
We can see your greedy side.
And can you tell me your name, please?
Cynthia Murray.
And Cynthia, how does it feel to be working for Walmart? Tell us a little bit about the wages and the hours.
Well, the wages aren't good. That's why we're here today. We're fasting for 15. It started 15 days ago because we want to show the fact that workers are needy. They may be able to pay their bills, some of them, and that's not all of them. But at the end of the day, when it comes to feeding your children or your family, whoever it may be, they don't have the money. You know, working 1 day a week is not enough. So it's time that the Waltons give back to the workers. They can afford to raise it to 15. They raised it to 9. That was the beginning.
And the Walton family is one of the most wealthy in America, yet, according to Bloomberg, you are all being paid $9 an hour and just struggling to make ends meet.
Yes, we are. There's a whole lot of us. I had one worker at the end of the day. It was a payday. She paid her rent, but she was in tears. And she said, I asked her what the problem was. And she said she had no food to take home for her child. So she didn't want to go home. And I honestly could feel that. I have children. And I know what it's like not to be able to feed your child. You work 40 hours a week. The wages in America used to be you can work 40 hours and be able to pay for your bills and feed your family. We want that back in America. We want to live the dream, not just the Waltons.
And according to Bloomberg, there is a report that Walmart teamed up with, I believe it was
Lockheed-Martin
and the FBI. And
I'm angry about that. Why would you pay when Walmart said that we were just a few workers, which now there's thousands of us across the country who are standing up? We didn't deserve to. How does Walmart get off to pay the FBI and Lockheed-Martin to follow us? Really? What kind of threat are we? We're not terrorists. We just want better. We're just laborers, and we want better for the whole labor force, not just one. All of us need a raise.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you.
They say roll back, we say
Fight back.
They say roll back.
Fight back.
They say roll back, we say
Fight back.
So please tell me your name and organization.
My name is Jessica Winter Martin. I'm here representing the Restaurant Opportunity Center, as well as many other organizations for Black empowerment and Black consciousness.
And we're here at in front of Walmart on Black Friday. Why are you here?
I'm here to protest both Walmart. We need to raise the minimum wage. Walmart is fighting against a lot of referendums to raise the minimum wage to $15 per hour. And I'm also here to remind everybody the meaning of this day, as well as yesterday. For me, Black Friday is nothing to celebrate, it's nothing to shop. It was the day that my people were being sold as slaves to other plantation owners on sale, so they could have cheap labor for the holiday season. And so I'm here to fight against cheap labor, as well as to fight against the oppression of all peoples, as we now have Black people turning around and spending our dollar to support these people who moved to enslave us. I'm here to educate and wake up everyone. All of these issues are tied. Both wage slavery and slavery as a whole are all tied together.
And Walmart has just raised their wages to $9 an hour. Is that enough?
No, it is not. While I commend them for taking some effort to do something more than the minimum, which does mean something, but here in the district our minimum wage is $10.50, so they're not doing anything for these workers here. And to be honest, paying anyone minimum wage is paying them nothing. And I feel like any employer should be ashamed of themselves for paying any worker minimum wage, especially once they have a single dollar to line in their pocket. Minimum wage is saying, I'd pay you less if I was allowed to. So they're paying them the least they can here, and the least they can just about everywhere. And $9 an hour is better than $7.75, which is deplorable, and I do commend that as being something more than nothing, but there's so much more the Waltons can do. And I know that the Walton family can afford to pay every single worker $15 per hour, but every worker can't afford to be paid just $9 an hour.
The Walton family is one of the most wealthy families in the United States,
Exactly.
yet many of the folks who work for Walmart are on food stamps or on Medicaid because they can't afford those types of benefits. What is your comment about that?
Again, deplorable. I'm also aware that Walmart workers can't use their discount on food, which is another deplorable element of being an employee here. How can the Waltons go home and rest at night and go to sleep comfortable in their lush beds, knowing that their employees who are giving 40, 50 hours a week of their time that they could spend with their families can barely afford to eat and can't even get their earned discounts on food? How can they feel comfortable? And I know the Waltons eat better than just like any other American, better than I can afford to, and yet they try to argue profits over people. This is a deplorable element. I can't just blame Walmart because they're benefiting off of a culture, a pervasive culture in this country that we're spreading to the entire world that puts profits over people. But we need companies like Walmart, like McDonald's, like every company out there, all these big major top corporations to stand up and be brave and actually have the courage to show that they're willing to do something for their workers instead of closing down their stores and replacing their cashiers with computers. And we, the people, need to become conscious, wake up, and become aware about how we spend our money and who we give our dollars to. Because everything we're doing is buying into the system that enslaves us. And we can't complain about our slavery as we hand ourselves over to our masters. That's why I'm here.
Thank you.
Thank you.